Okay, lads, when I say stop, you stop boxing. When I say break, take a step back. Keep your hands up, protect yourself at all times. Good luck to you both.
Let's get down to business.
So we're underway then, the first semi-final of Ultimate Boxer 3 here in the middleweight division. The taller boxer wearing the pink shorts is Keiron Conway. Goes by the ring moniker 2 Class. His opponent looking for left hands to the body. A slightly more compact boxer who's been turned, firing a right hand out of the corner. But while he was firing that single, Keiron Conway was letting a sharp shooting combination go. Terrific start to this first semi-final.
Yeah, and you can see both of their craftiness. Keiron would like to fight at this distance, but the ring is not that big. And Osaze is very crafty in the way he moves in behind some good head movement, changing his levels up and down. Really difficult to time, and he gets inside.
See, Conway scored with a left jab, but Osaze came back with that right hand over the top, starting downstairs before moving up to the head. With Conway on the ropes was Osaze. Blocking that shot that came in his direction with the gloves. Osaze looking for that right hand once again. That's the shot that he used to put Taylor Jones on the canvas in his quarterfinal.
You see Conway going back to those little pivots. He does, especially over to his right. He spins Osaze around with those little pivots to the right. You see Osaze not accepting the clinch like he shouldn't. He's working on the inside and keeping those hands moving. See, Conway wants this distance, is where he's comfortable at. Inside is where Osaze wants to work.
You can see from those marks on the back of Keiron Conway just how much time he's been spending on the ropes. He gets his head jolted back by a straight shot there from Osaze. And again, you mentioned the comparatively small ring compared to what these guys are used to operating in. It's a small, intimate theater here at the Indigo, at the O2. And to fit into this space, the ring is small. Not much space for Conway to circumnavigate as he usually does in his 11th fight career today. Tangle of legs causes Osaze to trip to the canvas. But that's where those pivots that he demonstrates in this quarterfinal are going to be so important.
Yeah, and I think Conway would be good, well served to go to the body. Right there, Osaze takes a good, covers well to the top, but Conway has some openings to the body if he's able to touch up top, get the gloves of Osaze upstairs, and then touch downstairs real quickly. But Osaze keeps that forward pressure, forward momentum, and he takes away the space from Conway, which is what he wants, what he needs to keep doing to be successful.
To fight his way off the ropes once again. Conway closing seconds of this opening round. There's that terrific left jab once again, partially blocked by the gloves of Osaze.
Try it out, come on, try it out, box off.
So less frantic action than we saw in the quarterfinals. You'd expect nothing less.
Yeah,
as the stakes get increased.
Close round. It looked like Osaze landed the cleaner shots, but Conway was a bit busier. I think Conway would probably need to use some more feints to try to open Osaze up a little bit.
To lose this round. Whatever happens, you can afford to lose this round.
Some of the work from that first round. There's a good right hand from Osaze, and the flurry by Conway. It's a matter of what you like there. I think Osaze will land the better, cleaner shots there too. The good sharp jab. Conway was busier, but just didn't land as cleanly as Osaze was covered well with the gloves up high.
Smart pressure.
Yeah. That's what you've got a WBC world title shot if you get this, and I swear, I promise you can.
So referee just reminding both boxers of their responsibility to keep this one clean before calling time in to begin the second round. You may have overheard Father James Conway, Keiron's trainer, in that corner, telling Keiron, who's just taken a stiff right hand, that he cannot afford to lose this round. So that gives you an indication as to how close he feels the opening round was.
Yeah. And again, Osaze has a very crafty way of coming forward. He avoids shots, different rhythm, and then when he gets inside, he does not let you get comfortable.
I mentioned in the quarterfinal just what an accomplished amateur career Keiron Conway enjoyed. 84 fights altogether in the singlet, winning 69 of them. But he said as a junior, as he takes a stiff left jab from Osaze, right hand over the top was defended effectively, but that jab got through once again. And Osaze using that shot terrifically, trying to bring the right hand around that was so effective for him in the quarterfinals.
And that's the thing, you know, he talked about Conway's amateur pedigree, but one thing you do not see in the amateurs is a style like Osaze's. Osaze is a very professional style, very physical, does a couple of, will bend the rules his way, and on his way inside, he will, you know, change levels and use little attributes that you don't typically see in the amateurs. So no matter how much experience Conway has, and he's obviously a polished fighter, and he's a good fighter, as we saw in the first fight, Osaze is able to nullify a lot of that, and it's up to Conway to make adjustments. There's a good right hand by Conway.
Yeah, it's a beautiful right hand that he caught Osaze with, perhaps his best shot of the contest. And again, it's rough on the inside once more, calling Lee Every into the action to break up the fighters before they get back into punching distance. 84 fights, 69 wins in the amateur ranks after going 50-50 in his junior career. He only lost one of his last 27 contests, Keiron Conway. That's how he matured, as he manages to ride a right hand that comes crashing in his direction. Good punch picking from Conway now, as Osaze slowing down, trying to get into the pocket, and that slightly slower foot movement is allowing Conway to enjoy success at his preferred distance on the outside.
Yeah, and that was a good salvo the last 15 seconds or so by Conway. He needs to be more consistent with that.
And how difficult is it for both boxers, for all the semi-finalists now, to get that adrenaline firing once again after that lull that they had after their quarterfinals?
Yeah, and of course also, you know, it's your second fight of the night, so you're going to start seeing some possible leads, some fading in the final part of the fight. We'll see.
Well, Keiron Conway enjoying a very good second half of this second round. Osaze's feet just slowing a little bit. Let's listen in.
Yeah, I want a bit around. Understand? Yeah, I want a bit around. Ancient miss is losing energy. Open.
Much better, touch guard, much better, well done.
Okay, excellent. Spit. You let your hands go, yeah? Way better, way better. Don't fall fucking asleep here, yeah, and let him back in this contest. He's got 30 seconds. He's got 30 seconds in him. You pop that jab and move, pop that jab and move, and look them fast 1-2s. Right. Let's go.
Well, what a contrast in the corners between the end of the first and second rounds, because not concerned, but there was more urgency in the words of Father James Conway in the instructions to Keiron at the end of round one. But then that sense of urgency, that sense of intensity was reversed, because it was Osaze's corner who were more concerned at the conclusion of round two, telling Derrick that they want a big round. So it could well be one round apiece after two completed rounds here. This contest up for grabs and less than 3 minutes to decide it.
Yeah, it could be. Last round, Conway had a good final part of the round. I thought the early part of the round was still for Osaze, so the second round was close in my eyes, as was the first round, but Osaze just seems to be controlling the ring a bit better, and so I think Conway needs a very good third round here to really keep it up and leave it up in the air.
Stark contrast to the lengthy amateur career enjoyed by Keiron Conway. Derrick Osaze, 19 fights, the man who grew up in Peckham but now fights side of Nottingham. Started at 15, was frustrated by injury. He's had fights for Phoenix. Lovely left jab landed by Osaze. had fights for Phoenix Amateur Boxing Club in Nottingham, where Carl Froch came out of, some for the Fitzroy Lodge as well. But he said he feels his style is far more suited to the pro ranks as he marauds forwards once again. The right hand over the top was short, but the left jab which followed was right on the money.
And Conway going straight back. You never want to go straight back like that, because, you know, punches can follow you if a fighter remains balanced and can follow you backwards. And Osaze did just that with a sharp jab after missing the overhand right.
Well, this seesaw battle continuing here in the third round, because after enjoying a strong conclusion to round 2, it's Conway who appears slightly more fatigued here. And Osaze, the fresher, walking his man down with intent, trying to pin him to the strands and work away to both body and head.
And sometimes the mental part of a fight is very important. Here, you know, the guys are getting fatigued because it's their second fight of the night. And, you know, it's round 3 of the second fight of the night. So now, you know, you kind of have to dig down. It becomes a little bit of a battle of attrition. Always technique, and you want to have great technique, but attrition also comes into it here. And Osaze is using that is trying to mentally break Conway here.
Terrific pressure being applied by Osaze, who helped himself to another shot when referee Lee Every instructed them to step back. That's an example of how he fights on the edge of the rulebook as he continues to look for his man with educated front foot pressure, behind educated front foot pressure once again. Nice defensive footwork used by Conway to get out of the corner, but after making the man miss, he didn't make him pay.
And it's hard to make Osaze miss when he pays, because he throws such unorthodox punches that you don't know where he's going to wind up. So counter-punching him is a bit of a more difficult proposition. And figuring that out in 3 rounds is even more difficult.
My goodness, what a contest we have just witnessed. It was only 3 rounds, but there were so many ebbs and flows, so many shifts of supremacy, however minor they may have been. We're going to the scoring judges to determine the outcome of this one. Mark Bates, Kieran McCann, and Lee Cook have to separate these 2 fighters. Keiron Conway concluded the second round in very strong fashion. Derrick Osaze came out with effective, aggressive intent in round number 3. Who will be going through to contest the final here?
We'll see, we'll see. You know, it was a well-fought fight. I think Osaze may have edged it, but we'll see.
Osaze appearing the fresher in the third and final round. He's the man who's raising his hand in acknowledgement of being, or in anticipation of being declared the victor. These are going to be nervous moments for the boxers now. They'll be replaying the fight in their minds. Remember, both of these men with perfect professional records to this point, but it won't be the fact that an L will go on their ledger that they're thinking about. They want to progress through to the final and contest that lion's share of the £50,000 prize fund that is on the line here at Ultimate Boxer 3 tonight. The scorecards taking a while to be tabulated. Remember, the 3 scoring judges sat on differing sides of the ring. How will each of the observers have seen and scored this contest? Osaze with a strong start and strong finish. Conway with a good cameo in the middle of the contest. A capacity crowd enjoying themselves here. And what has been a terrific night of action. Referee Lee Every called the fighters to his side. Let's head up to center ring now and get the official announcement to determine who's going through to contest the Ultimate Boxer final.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an epic semi-final. Make some noise for both of these warriors. To decide who goes through to the final, ladies and gentlemen, we consult the judges' scorecards. Mark Bates scored it 28-29. Keiron McCann scored it 29-28. And Lee Cook scored it 28-29. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a split decision. The first of our finalists is Derrick Osaze!
So Derrick Osaze, the punching preacher, books his place in the final to the delight of his fans in attendance here at the Indigo Theatre in London. They're dancing in the aisles of this brilliant little intimate venue.